about pets. We're all about fun. We have the nicest people. Our deals are number one. You'll love Dave's Soda and Pet City. We make shopping for your pet fun, 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 fun.
We're filming. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Dave's Pet Show. We have two, not one, but two special guests. We have Laurie, but you're not really the special guest.
I'm not.
Laurie. You know, but you already know that.
I know that.
She already knows that. We have Buddy. Say hi, Buddy. So, Buddy, tell us a little bit about Buddy.
Buddy is 9 weeks old yesterday. He actually came out of Kentucky, and we've had him about a week. And this is the second golden that we've had from this kind of same breeder. So the first dog that we had was also related to Buddy, and he's a golden retriever, and we just love the breed, and we love the temperament, and I have 4 grandchildren at home, so he's just great with kids and people. And
He's a kissy dog.
he's a lovable dog, so yeah.
So he came from Kentucky,
Yes.
from a breeder.
Yep.
And how did you find out about this breeder? And what a small world. Why don't you just tell us what you just saw walking out of the store?
I saw another golden when I was leaving, and I was telling her that we got him out of Kentucky, and it turns out that the lady in Kentucky, her name is Judy, she co-owns with a lady here in West Springfield, her name's Kathy, and they do the breeding of golden retrievers. So our first golden came from the same ladies, and when I was telling her that he came out of Kentucky, she knew instantly who they were, and she said Charlotte is a distant relative
Right.
of
Did you recognize your aunt?
so
That would be an aunt. I don't know how many
maybe
times.
a great aunt, second
Yeah,
removed.
yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know.
on the husband's side.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
Right. Who knows?
Yeah.
So how did you get all the way to Kentucky?
Well, we had another golden. Like I said, her name was
Yep.
Lily. She was 12 when she passed,
Yep.
and so we contacted them to let them know
Yeah.
that, thank you for all the years that we had with her, and they had said if and when we're ready that she was still doing it, still breeding the dogs, to let her know, and if there was a dog available. As it turns out, there was, and
Yep.
she was coming up, so it just all kind of fell
Perfect.
into place.
So you did something that I'm glad you did, that we have a lot of customers and people who I just have to say are doing something knucklehead, is they're buying dogs sight unseen on the internet over these so-called breeders,
Yeah.
which is about the dumbest thing that you could ever do.
Yeah.
Right, Buddy? What do
No,
you think?
They're very,
What do you think?
very in touch with everything that they
Yeah.
do to kind of keep the integrity of the breed.
This is a gorgeous
know,
dog.
And I saw pictures of
Yeah.
him, and so being in Kentucky, I saw as much
Yep.
of him as I could
You want to
possibly
go to
see.
Mommy, or do you want to
do you
tell
wanna
me
do?
what you want to do?
You wanna come down?
You want to just go run around? You want to do some kisses?
And so I did
And you're
ask
feeding
her.
him great food. You're feeding
Yeah.
him from.
We did ask her. She said Fromm's, so I looked it up, and you carried it, so that's what brought us here last week.
So you know what I like about a breeder who feeds. So Fromm is a very, 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 very good food. I know the owners of the company.
Okay.
It's a family-run, third generation family-run company. But what I like about the breeder is, you have no idea how many breeders cheap out and use cheap food when they
yeah.
get puppies.
No, we
So
wanted to keep everything.
Yeah, I'm sure that this was not a cheap dog, but at least the breeder, that scores a ton of points with me when a breeder uses good food.
And she suggested to come down here because we had a collar. The collar
Yep.
was too small, so
Yep.
your staff helped us get him a nice little harness
Yep.
and recommended some chew
is he
toys.
sleeping in a crate?
He's
or?
in a crate
Yep.
and goes to bed about 10 when we go to bed, sleeps right through till about 5.
Really?
Yep. We take him out, put him back to bed. He'll stay in there till about 7:30,
Yep.
and then it's out again, and food and drink. And
Yep.
knock on wood, so far he's been really easy,
Yeah?
But we're going into the puppy stage now, so
Yeah.
the
The
chewing.
teething hasn't started.
Yeah.
You still have puppy breath.
yeah.
Oh my God, this is just. Do we look alike? Sort of. Right. I think he's got more hair. Right. Oh, so he is adorable. So, what advice do you have for people who are, getting a new dog, who have grandchildren?
Well, if you have grandchildren, I think researching the breed to make sure that it's a a breed that's going to work for you at home,
Yep.
but around the people and your lifestyle. The golden, this is our third, and we know that they're good with people, they're good with
Good
children.
Kids. They're great with kids.
And it's all about time management with the dog. The more time you put into it when they're
Yep.
young, I think the better that they're going to do.
Yep.
So
That's great. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
thank you.
Sort of spur of the moment. We
Yes.
saw him last week.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how much he's grown.
In 1 week, I know.
Yeah, it's
I
like
know.
crazy. Come back and visit us so often. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Say bye, buddy. Say thanks for watching. So it's like golden.
Yeah, they're
city
everywhere.
here. There's another
There's
puppy over there.
another
that's,
puppy, an adult.
A week older, like much bigger.
Big ones.
Yeah, amazing.
growth
We
rate.
just have one. Yeah, it's
See,
golden.
I'm not used to a 9-week-old dog being bigger than my 5-year-old
I know.
dog. So I'm.
And you know what? I don't think Fiona minds.
No, she doesn't. She
Right.
doesn't. She's
So
thinks she's
Matthew
big.
was very excited. I said, Matt, what do you want to talk about today? And he just like jumped over to
Jumped
these
over
new-
to these new. We went to a trade show a couple months back, and sitting on the table were these beautiful full spectrum aquariums, and we were like, "Oh, those are awesome. Those
What is
are
a full
amazing."
spectrum?
Full spectrum means you can see from all sides,
Yep.
and it's
So
slanted.
I want to do this.
Yep.
This is why this is so cool.
So cool. If you look at the slant on it, though, it means you can see you have a top view, a side view, so it shows off everything gorgeously. Plus, it's a glass top, so it's a straight down view, too. So you can see it from all angles. This little set
Yeah.
comes with everything. That's what makes it so great. And this is not just like a plastic Walmart or a
No.
thing. This is a real
Right.
solid, and the equipment in here is top of the line. These are all high-end equipment. You get everything. You get a right-sized heater. This is a 100-watt heater.
Submersible?
Fully submersible.
Yep.
You get a built-in. We'll turn it this way
Yeah,
again.
okay.
The beauty of this tank is it has a built-in wet-dry filter.
Which you can see from
Which
the
you can
back.
see in baby. It's divided off from the tank. So everything, the filter, the heater, everything goes back in here.
Yep.
So you have nothing obstructing the view. No cords, no anything. Everything clear view straight out in the front of the tank. No
Yep.
obstructions
Yep.
whatsoever.
So we've already sold these.
We've sold a few of these, yes.
Yep.
Also comes with a digital thermometer.
Yep.
You get a fully digital thermometer. You get a net. And you can see on this one right here, a
I'm
full
gonna-
spectrum.
Wait a minute, I'm going to try and pronounce this word. It also
Go for
comes
it.
with a lifeguard plant and refungulum light.
Refugium light. Close.
Refungulum.
Refungulum. There we go. This is a
What is a refungulum?
refungulum light is a high output LED light system that you can actually change for different light configurations considering what you're doing. For example,
Why
this
don't
is
they put it rechangeable instead
rechangeable,
of refungable?
refungable. This
Right.
is you can run, a lot of people will run mini saltwater coral reefs in this tank, or nano reefs as they're called.
Yep.
So you're going to need the higher output lighting. You just throw your controller.
Which this comes with.
Right, and it's going to give you a lot more bright.
Hi, Fiona.
If you're going to be running, just say you want to do a freshwater tank with some plants,
Yep.
you can actually tone down, have a little darker with more red, and you can change each configuration to what you want to do
And
in the
if you
tank.
want a lot of fungus,
You want a lot of fun, you just throw every light on at once, and you got
Right.
a full big algae-filled mess
Right.
there. But you can also, because this is a lower tank, you can fill it halfway, and
Yeah.
you can run it for amphibians,
Yep.
and with light, make it almost a river tank. It
This is really cool.
fantastic. You get an algae cleaning
gallons
system.
is this?
This one here is 8 gallons. This
Yep.
one is 5 gallons.
kidding.
So
But it looks huge.
It looks huge, but it's because of the configuration of the glass and the way the glass is. So
right,
it's
so again, I want to. This is so cool.
it is a great. This right here, if you're wondering what this is, because
It's a yoga mat.
it's a yoga mat. Well, it's a mat. A lot of people will put these on an end table. Sometimes with salt water, you might have people spill or dribble.
Oh, so it's a
This
mat
is
that
a mat that goes underneath the tank so it doesn't leave wear marks on your furniture.
Yeah.
And it also keeps it from sliding.
Well, don't they think of everything?
They thought of everything on this tank. They thought of everything. You get an algae scraper,
Yep.
and here's the best part right here, a telescoping fish net. Basically, it stretches out so you can get into a corner, or you can go in tighter if you have to get some up front. Fabulous, isn't it? They think of everything. They thought of everything on this. But Very, very, very.
How far things have come since when
It's
you and
amazing.
I started
When,
this, huh?
yeah, when I went in with a little plastic net and pulled
Yeah,
it out
with
and tried to
your-
catch it. Yes,
exactly.
exactly.
With
Back
the
in the days,
Metaframe,
Metaframe tanks, which I still have one of those, by the way.
Right.
But it is
So,
an
Matt,
excellent.
So the way they do this, these will never leak.
These won't leak. These are.
Right.
This is glass. This is a
Yeah.
real tank. This
But I
is
mean,
glass.
the seams are all.
Right, and the nice thing, if you look at the seams, some higher quality tanks, you can see the really, really, really smooth way they put down the seams. Sometimes
Yeah.
if it's blobby, that's kind of a more less quality tank. You can see this one's really been, the workmanship on this is
Yep.
really, 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 really good.
So you can have salt water, fresh water.
Anything
cichlid,
you want in
anything,
this tank,
basically
anything you want, as long as the fish can, smaller fish in there.
Yep.
But like I said, if you want to do a saltwater
So
tank,
explain to me the difference in the filtering.
well, the filtering is pretty much the same. This is a wet and dry filter where you're basically getting water trickling over what are called bioballs, which are, it's a surface area with a lot of rough surfaces. The air and water combined, that creates a lot of bacteria, which helps naturally filter your aquarium. There's also that's called a biological filtration.
Yep.
There's also mechanical filtration where there's a pad that collects any debris in there.
So that you have to change.
That you pull out and you change. The bioballs you never change. You never change them whatsoever. Running this tank
That
right
keeps the bacteria.
keeps the bacteria balanced, keeps the ammonia level down.
Yep.
Sort of like a biological
Fiona.
Fiona's having fun right
Yep.
here. She's
Hi,
bouncing around.
Fiona.
But this is for saltwater. You can definitely keep small. You wouldn't want to put a big fish in there.
Right.
But if you want to do a little mini reef with a lot of shrimp, maybe some clownfish in there, and definitely some coral in there, you have the lighting system to do it. Remember in saltwater, because you just have to watch for your evaporation. Saltwater, you won't see it evaporating in the tank because the water is always pushing back in. You'll just watch your salt. That's why there's this little window back here. You can see where your water level, because your water level will come down here
Yeah.
because the water's being pushed back in.
Yeah.
So you just top off your sump, keep your sump
And you
level
do it in
filled.
the back.
You can do it right through the back. Everything is done through the rear in this tank.
Even water changes.
Even water change you can do. You can siphon if you have sand, you can
Yeah, yeah.
siphon in the front. You're still going to physically take water out. But when you're adding water, you can add
just
it,
do it to the
open the
back.
top right through the back. You're not disturbing anything up front. But fabulous, fabulous little aquarium. If you don't want to get into the huge tanks,
Yeah,
but you
this is
still
so
want to have
cool.
the high end, you
Yeah,
still want to
it's
have a
just
really
so
nice
cool.
display. And plus, there's no distraction or obstruction. Everything
Yep.
is in the back, so all you're looking at is your aquarium and your display inside the glass.
Right.
Fabulous tank, fabulous
Great.
tank.
Okay. All right, boys and girls, don't go away. We'll be back in just a moment. Right, Fiona?
Hey.
Right. So, Mr. Matthew and
Yes.
Miss Fiona, Miss Kissy. So you know that my favorite food in the whole wide world is raw food. It's what I feed Trudy and Ogden. Yes, I want you to listen to this. Stop kissing and listen to this. And the reason is that this food, State of the Nature, which basically is farm to bowl, it comes from New York. Oftentimes we get a question, does the manufacturer know who the farmers are? And with this food, the answer is yes, they do know who the farmers are. But why I like this food is it's really the best food for your dog or your cat. And it's extremely important if you have a sick dog or cat, if you have one with diabetes, which it's amazing how many dogs and cats have diabetes, or, and this is the part that really, if you have an older sick cat or dog that doesn't have teeth, and we get this a lot, a raw food is the best food that you can do. This was frozen. We defrosted it last night. We're just going to pour a little bit in the bowl, so Fiona will be our test dog.
dummy right here.
Right? You'll see how easy it is, but there's basically no carbs in here, folks. It's meat with veggies. So if you have an overweight dog or cat, this is just the perfect diet. There's ground up bones in here. There's all the stuff that a dog or cat that would eat in the wild is in this food.
that food.
I can't stress enough. If you have a dog or a cat that is ill, that doesn't have teeth, that has diabetes, State of the Nature Raw is the perfect diet for you. I love it. It's what I feed Augie and Trudy. So what I'd love to do, Matt, is here's another thing, folks. If you're using like pill packets and stuff to give and most older dogs are on 1 million medications, you don't need to do that. This is so palatable. This is what I do in the morning because Trudy's on Pheno now for her seizures and some other stuff. You just put the pill in here, so you don't have to spend money on pill packets and stuff.
Drop it in, mix it in, hand it, and go.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
I just stuff it in there and eat it. So what I'm going to do is, again, this was frozen, just for chuckles, because Fiona already ate. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit in here, and it's basically pure. She doesn't have any. Is that too much, Matt?
You can let her do a little bit. Yeah, that's fine.
That's good?
That's fine.
Okay, so here's what it looks like, folks. So if you have a pill or something, you just put it in there. Fiona would probably eat a half a package a day.
Probably would.
Total?
Mm-hmm. She'd go half a package. She's about a cup of food a day.
Right, so it should be
on.
about half a package, which is about 8 ounces of food. If you have a cat, it would be even less because they only require about 5% of their body weight. So what do you say, Fiona? Let's give it a little
shot.
whirl, huh? How fat? Look at gone.
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 All right.
And if you have a finicky dog or a cat, folks, I'm telling
there you
you,
go.
there ain't nothing that's going to get consumed. In fact, you want to eat the bag? You just eat the plastic, the whole
Gone.
the whole
as
thing.
you can see, it's
gone.
palatable.
Yeah.
And she's a finicky eater.
Right.
She's
So
a finicky
again,
eater.
State of the Nature Raw from New York State to Dave's. I'm telling you, folks, sick dog or cat, no teeth, diabetes, overweight, just a great, healthy diet. And if you don't believe me, talk to your vet about it. But I'm telling you, it's the best stuff in the world. And out of all the foods in the store, when people come in and say, what do you feed your dogs? This is it, State of the Nature Raw.
What kind of flavors do they have?
Oh, so
Yes.
a great question. So there's chicken, there's turkey, there's rabbit for dogs that have allergy, there's a tri-blend, there's a beef.
So it's everything.
Right, there's all different kinds of blends, because upon occasion we'll get a dog in here that has an allergy to a certain protein. So there's a great variety. It just, you can't do any better.
And the bones and the chicken?
Yep, right. Oh yeah, let me just so these are just real bones.
Look at
Nothing added. Right, I'll show you the side.
You've made a friend for life, by the way.
Right. Right. They're just everything that they even put our name on it, which was
Look at that.
kind
Isn't
of
that nice?
cool.
Yeah.
And again, these bones are not, they just come right from New York State. The guy's name is David. They're shepherd lovers, which is why I was attracted to them at first because of
The shepherd's gorgeous.
right.
They
That
brought her
shepherd
in,
that
yep.
was here last week was just unbelievable.
Beautiful dog.
So it's just it's a classic case of someone who loved their dogs, couldn't find a food that was would make their dogs look and act the way they wanted to. They were in the meat business anyway. He supplied meat to restaurants, high grade meat, so he knew all the farmers. So he started processing his own food, and people said, well, can we buy it? And it just exploded. And here's why I really like them. They will not expand to other areas unless they build relationships with the farmers. To me, that is a huge deal.
The quality.
It's the quality. Right.
Right.
So here's another question that you might ask is, how about all the vitamins and minerals that you need to be put in here? If you use enough of the animal without the processing, you don't need to add more vitamins and minerals. Everything they need.
Everything you need in there, they're going to eat the
everything is
whole
needed.
animal. Dogs
They're
are.
going to eat the whole. Right.
So how do you do it at home, Dave?
So what I do at home, so we have, our shepherds are 85 pounds. So we just defrost 2 and we just plunk, they each get 1 in the morning. So and this is another thing. The stools are just compact.
Straight on.
Yeah,
Straight
it's
on.
just, it's a very, I mean, I don't know, this is a shot in the dark. If the best of the pet foods are X percentage digestible, you know, this is, it's not obviously not 100% digestible, but the food is so digestible, which is fabulous for dogs that are having problems eating. And I can't tell you how often as dogs get older or dogs get sick, if you have a sick dog, and you know this, or a cat, they don't want to eat. So instead of messing around with dry food, or just give them the state of the nature raw, because it's pure meat. They don't have to eat that much to get the nutrients that they really need. I'm in love with this, folks. So I think this is our second show of the new season, or third show of our 24th season, or something like that. Crazy, it's crazy. But this is really important. Before we even get started with the show, I just want to go over something. If you have a student in any of the schools in Western Mass, or you're a teacher or whatever, you need to be participating in the Dave's Student of the Month program. We've been doing this for probably, 15, 20 years. And this is what it is. It's a fabulous program. Every month, every teacher in in the schools all around Western Mass get to pick out one kid in their class who did something good that month. And I don't care if it's a C student who got a B on a test. I don't care. I'm not so concerned about the kid who always gets straight A's. I want like normal, not so bright kids like Kevin who might have done something, really good, or somebody who did something good in the class. They get a certificate to come to Dave's. They get a free Siamese fighting fish and food and everything in a bowl. I can't tell you how many thousands of these we have given out over the years. The kids love it. It's just so great, because oftentimes, which is what I love, the teachers give these awards to students who ordinarily wouldn't get any recognition. So every classroom is invited to participate. You can email us at office@davespetfood, or call us in Agawam. We'll send out the packets to the schools, and it's just a great way to, at no cost to the school, to reward kids who have done well. And this is Brady, who just jumped out of the carriage a couple minutes ago. So tell us about Brady.
Oh, Brady is 10 weeks old, and we just got him from Wyndham Retrievers in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And he's just been a joy.
He's
a pistol is right, so we came to get new toys, new treats.
Yeah.
Because he's in training.
And you're using a crate, right?
Yes, he loves his crate.
Yep. Sleeps there every night without crying?
He does.
Really?
Yep, he doesn't cry at all.
Listen, I got to talk to you. If you want more treats and be held by mommy all the time, you got to start crying. Huh? You can't be such a man.
He's so good. He loves his dad, too.
Yeah, huh? Look at this. So is this your first golden, or probably
No,
not?
I've always had Goldens. Yes, always had Goldens. It's my favorite breed. And we just got so lucky when we met this breeder.
So this is not the first one from this breeder?
It is the first one from this breeder, yes. I just moved back from San Francisco.
Yeah. Oh.
After 26 years. So I've had all my Goldens there.
Yep.
And now we got one here. Huh.
Oh, he's absolutely gorgeous. So I see you're a good mom. You're buying good toys that will last a while.
Yes.
That you don't have to worry about.
Hopefully.
Yes.
It's better than the cabinets, which he's chewing now.
Yes. Right, but I love these little knobby things.
Yeah, he has the blue one. He loves it.
Yep.
So we'll get a different version.
This is great. And so talk to me about training. Where are you going to do your training?
We're not sure yet. We have a list. We just have to pick.
Yep.
Yeah, his
so Donna Blues, we have a couple of trainers here who use our training space back there.
Oh, okay.
So
that's good to know.
Yeah, she does a phenomenal job. I, of course, flunked out with my dogs. With that, yes.
But
you don't want me training.
When do you generally start them?
Matthew.
Usually it's about 12 weeks.
12 weeks, okay, that's what I was thinking. After all their shots.
You do puppy kindergarten.
12 weeks, you just want to be fully up with dates with shots and everything.
Right.
Yeah, that's what the vet said, to wait a few more weeks.
Right. You know what, though?
More.
He's pretty calm, though. I mean, he's, right? Just a little hello, how are you?
Yeah.
And
he's met all the neighbors. He's very social.
Yeah. He's very, very good.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, thank you very much for coming on.
Well,
I hope to see a lot of you, Brady. Can I have a kiss goodbye? Huh? No? You're more interested in the other stuff? Yep. All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Michelle.
Nice to
See
meet
ya.
you.
So, folks, one of the great reasons for coming to Dave's is you never know who you're going to meet. So there's like three puppies here all at the same time, and this is Mr. Leo. Hi, Leo, who's very distracted because he sees Fiona, but Leo is gorgeous. It's a chocolate lab, and Leo is a New Yorker. Is that what I understand?
Yes. Yep.
Came from New. Hello. How old is he?
12 weeks.
12. He is a handful, huh?
Yes, he is.
So, is there someone who's a runner in your family? Because I think this one is going to need a lot of frisbee player.
No, he likes the frisbee though.
He loves the frisbee, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he is unbelievable. Have you started training him yet?
Mm-hmm.
And how's he doing? Do you
He's
carry
good.
him all around or does he actually walk?
He walks. He's
does?
pretty good with training, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How about sleeping at night?
He's good. He sleeps at night.
And I assume he's in the crate?
Yep.
Oh, man, he is gorgeous. So is this your first
No.
lab? How many labs
Nope.
have you had?
I had one other chocolate.
So it's funny, Matt, how people don't.
They stay with the breed.
It's a breed, and that's it, right? It's like us with shepherds. I didn't even know there was another breed.
The
It's
third time.
third cairn terrier, right. Although you turned into a trader with the new one,
Yeah, that was my parents.
right. What? Yes, I'm sorry for ignoring. Does he like to be held?
Sort of a parent.
Huh? Leo, you're very squirmy. Huh? You see Fiona? You see Fiona? Oh, that puppy breath, right? It's unbelievable. All right, you get down. So, that's the poop bags. Right. And what are you feeding him?
Right now he's
Wellness.
wellness.
Wellness,
Thank you.
great food.
Yeah.
Good. So
We're
you're
gonna
good
try the
parents,
Merrick, though. Yeah.
right? Whoever, that's great. He's going to be a big boy, right?
Maybe, yeah.
200 pounds?
Oh God, no.
No? No. Kidding, Leo. Kidding. But you are adorable. Maybe you can go play with Fiona a little bit. And so the teething is starting.
Oh yeah.
So what do you use for the have you tried an antler?
Yep. We have an antler. We've tried everything. He
He's
eats
a puppy.
everything. Yep.
Yeah, he's a puppy. It is what it is. It comes with the territory. And is he starting to get housebroken or anything?
Yeah,
yet?
he's
good?
trying.
Yeah, he's good.
Yep.
Yep, he's great. How much time are we?
We're good whenever you want.
We're good. All right. Well, before Leo chews up the leash, although I should let him do that, then you'll have to find a new leash.
Right.
Right? I'm not as dumb as Matt looks. So anyway, thank you very much, folks. Hopefully we had a fun, puppy-filled show, and we will see you next week.
1-0.